This is Unit 10, Lesson 3, Video 1. We're going to continue working with rational expressions. We've done simplifying and multiplying, and now we're going to divide. So dividing a rational expression is almost the same thing as multiplying, but the first thing we have to do is multiply by the reciprocal of the second rational expression. So you change it to a multiplication problem, and then you follow the steps of multiplication. So, for example, if you just have two normal fractions, if you were going to do 2 divided by 3/4, or 1/2 divided by 3/4, you multiply by the reciprocal. So you're really doing 1/2 times 4/3. Then the steps of multiplication would be factor, if you can, and then cancel, and the 2 and the 4 cancel, and multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom. So let's look at some examples. Okay, 3 over c divided by 3c minus 3 over c cubed minus c. So first thing is we want to multiply by the reciprocal. So that's what I'm going to change first. Then I follow the steps of multiplication. So factor, if you can. Well, 3 and c, 3 over c does not factor. The numerator and the second one factors because they have a common factor of c. So that will factor to c squared minus 1. There's a common factor of 3 in the denominator, so that's c minus 1. Okay, this is c squared minus 1, not c minus 1. And that's a little tricky because this c squared minus 1 is difference of squares, so that actually factors more to c plus 1, c minus 1. So let me write that out. So you have that c out front, and then c plus 1, c minus 1, all over 3 times c minus 1. Okay, now we have several things that will cancel. First of all, these 3's will cancel. You can cancel the 3 now because the 3 has been pulled outside of the parentheses. Same thing with these c's. And then you have c minus 1. So really the only thing we have left is c plus 1. Okay, let's look at the next one. So change it to a multiplication problem by multiplying by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, n minus 1 doesn't factor, 4 doesn't factor, but 4n plus 8 does. I can factor out of 4. And m squared minus 1 factors because it's difference of squares. So the square root of m squared is m. The square root of 1 is 1. So plus 1 minus 1. And then let's cancel. So my m minus 1's cancel. And my 4's cancel. And that is it. So I have m plus 2 on top over m plus 1 on bottom. Remember, these have invisible parentheses, so you can't cancel out those m's. Those are attached. So this is our answer. Okay, it's a little hard if you don't have a numerator or a denominator if you're missing a part. But remember, whole numbers are all over 1, so they actually do have a denominator. So I have 3x squared over 2 times 1 over negative 15x squared. So none of these are expressions. I don't have a plus or minus, so I can't factor anything. I want to go right to canceling. All right, I can cancel my x squared. I can cancel 3, and then negative 15 then becomes negative 5. And that is it. So on top I'm left with 1. And on the bottom I'm left with 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10. Okay, I need to make both of these fractions, put them both over 1, and then I will change this to multiplication. And remember, these have invisible parentheses, so you can't cancel out the y's, and y plus 3 is not the same as y plus 2, so I don't have anything that cancels, so I just go right to the multiplying. Y plus 3 times 1 is y plus 3, 1 times y plus 2 is y plus 2. And you can keep the parentheses, though you don't have to, because even if you don't put them there, we know that they do have invisible parentheses. Okay, let's do Unit 10, Assignment 3.